Hello, YouTube. J-Bob, the Video Game Slob, coming back at ya. Not quite a $200 box, but way more than $200 worth of stuff. We'll get back to the $200 boxes. There's a whole parade of those yet to come, and a whole parade of disappointment yet to just drive you crazy if you're me. But this had some good news in it. This is the whole thing that I saw in the picture that made me go to the garage sale, or the estate sale. I always like finding the Zelda stickers, or obviously this isn't like a Zelda edition or anything like that. They did have the Pokemon edition, of course, of the GameCubes. But, you know, that sticker on there was pretty cool, and so I knew I had to have that. These ended up being $100 a piece. I think the tag is tag somewhere on here. Oh, there we go. $100. And they had 3 of them. I'm assuming based on the colors that the third one was indigo. I grabbed the first one. It was this. Somebody sees them, grabs the second one, and I grabbed the last one, which happened to be the Zelda. I didn't know that at the time. I was just lucky enough to have it. And I say hopefully because if it was an in-the-box Pokemon one, I just couldn't take it. I don't think my heart could handle that. So very cool. They have controllers. I don't think they're 100% perfect from what I saw inside. And I do think it's funny. It says limited edition platinum when they made just a ton of them. I swear I see more platinums maybe than any of the other colors. And oddly enough, I feel like indigo is now the color that everybody wants or seems to sell the most based on the colors that I have left in stock usually. So there are those. Nothing too exciting to say about that. Other than that one will probably keep. That one will allow back onto the market. Love Grand Theft Auto, as I have mentioned many times, and really cool to have the whole collector's edition. Any of these collector's editions are getting tough to find. I got the EA Sports one, and that was like $50 to $70. They're just tough to find. I don't know what this runs, but I would assume maybe in that $75 range. Even the PS2 ones are fairly tough, but I know you could get GTA 1 and 2. I don't think, could you get London any other way? Maybe you could. But not that's coming to my memory, so very cool to have that. These were just kind of chip-ins, the AR cards. You know, maybe that'll complete, one of my 3DSs, like the Zelda ones from the other one. Kid Icarus Uprising cards. Some of these can be crazy expensive, and I think some were in the Nintendo Powers towards the end. So always be on the lookout for Kid Icarus cards if you ever see them anywhere out and about. They're probably pretty valuable. You should at least look them up or pick them up yourself. Like I said, there were these albums, and I didn't realize at the time that some of them did have games because I opened one up that had OXM discs. I opened up 2 that had burned movies, and this was still there like the later in the day or after I had checked out once or twice. And again, if I would have opened this one, I wouldn't have found really anything because there weren't games in it. We got an OXM or a official PlayStation disc. We got a Holiday Underground demo disc, the DVD player disc, whoop-de-doo. And then I spent $20 on this just because it had 5 of the Game Shark discs, Code Archive. You got the version 2 V2, just the regular save and transfer, and the regular just 2, and then of course the PC disc. So not much value in there, but for $20 I wasn't gonna let that go. So I don't know, roast me in the comments. Maybe that was a terrible idea. And speaking of roasting me, in the comments, we have the Active Life sealed thing with the stupid armband, thigh band, whatever. I'm never going to use that. I'm never going to open it. But I'm a sucker for bigger box things that had stupid inclusions that nobody buys and keeps around. Little $8 Wii remote. Nothing too exciting there. I don't even know. These weren't like listed with a price. They were just like on the ground. I don't know if they charged me for them or not. This was all from that first round. But I always keep the gray Zapper NES guns because, of course, they changed them to that red or orange color that's sort of now more famous because this was deemed to look too much like a real gun. And if kids had it outside or somewhere that wasn't maybe in front of a video game thing, people would think it's a gun and call the police, and police would shoot them. Yeah, who knew in the future how accurate and real that would be? Police now famously do that. These were all 10 each, and I looked these up. Some of them I don't even think I could find by name, but just any of these old guns. And again, I famously have a collection of these vintage light guns, and I don't know that I have these colors from Newbie here. You know, with all the auto fire and all the great little options that a third-party gun had, trying to pretend to be a gun con, and that nice satisfying click there. The heater for the PlayStation here, same thing. You know, why is this one called the heater? Doesn't it look like it has the exact same features as the other one? But I guess that has the PS1, and this must be the PS2, I guess. So maybe that's why they changed the name, but kept the mold the same. And the virtual gun, which you will find, I believe, works for several. It's got the the PS2, and probably the Saturn there. So you've got all the connections. Not as satisfying. Got that little bit of that hollow twang to it. But I'm such a sucker for old light guns, so had to grab those. Again, $10, probably a fair price. I don't think I'm selling them anyway, but I don't think I'd make out particularly well on this. I did pick up, as you can see here, the Gold Star 3DO. It did not include any discs, and I didn't see any 3DO games for sale, so a very unusual thing. So maybe he had discs, but they were in those binders, like you saw, and other people picked them up before I got to see them. Who knows? My buddy just happened to get a collection of about 4 3DO games, walked into the store this week. I said, don't put those out. One, I may need them for my collection. Who has a ton of 3DO games? Nobody. But two, we can test this out. And so this may go to his store because it's not the kind of thing that's usually going to sell at an antique mall. It's boxed. It's $150. I already have one. Of course, I don't have it boxed, so maybe I'll keep the box and stuff that's inside. Trade it over to him. I don't know. These kind of things, I did play it, and I had it hooked up for a while. There's just so little reason to own a 3DO and play a 3DO. They're very slow if you haven't played one in modern times. So, I don't know. I think I did try to look this up. It's maybe worth $150, $200, so we'll see. This may be a tough sell, just in general. But I couldn't let it go, and he had such a cool collection, and so, yeah, that's me. That's J Bob, the Video Game Slob. If collecting accurately and thoughtfully was something that you like to do, you're probably not a fan of this channel. This is for the wild, exuberant collector who just sees something and has to have it, and loves telling the story, and sharing memories with people on YouTube. So, if you want a great financial channel, I don't know. That's probably what Chase, after the right price, does. He tries to, get things at the lowest price and sell them at the highest price and become a millionaire. I'm just a guy filming some crap I picked up, hoping that you love the same things that I love. Go check out some Kid Icarus cards. Let me know if you got any foil stickers on your Super Nintendo boxes or anything like that. And have a great day, YouTube. We'll see you back soon.